Mr. Habibullah and Karim, you have founded Bangladesh Association of Software and Information Services as the founding Secretary General. You were 2 times President of BSEC, and also you were a member of Prime Minister's ICT Task Force. So how would you evaluate the development of ICT sector of Bangladesh in last 2 decades, and how do you see the future of it?
Well, thank you, Shamim. Actually, I'll go back a little longer. First of all, I was not supposed to speak. I was actually a happy-go-lucky tag along with my wife, who is actually part of the official delegation. But thanks to BSEC Chairman Professor Shibli, he ruined my free lunch. So now I have to speak here. But let me go back 41 years ago, when I first came to this country as a 17-year-old, wide-eyed, dreamy young engineering student at one of the schools in the East Coast. At that time, most people in this country haven't even heard of Bangladesh. The only way we could make them understand what Bangladesh was the Concert of Bangladesh by George Harrison. That's the only way they could relate to Bangladesh. Many years later, or not many years later, but let's say 4 or 5 years later, when I went back to Bangladesh and started my own IT company, at that time, the dream was to, take advantage of this newfangled technology thrown at our feet by the explosion of microcomputers and software on PCs and handheld devices. That dream got a tremendous push when the current Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, they came to power in 2008, late 2008, with this digital Bangladesh slogan. And that is something that really excited us. That is something that thrilled the whole IT industry in Bangladesh so much to see that dream come to fruition from the political platform itself, from the governance platform itself, that we have seen sea change in Bangladesh over the last 12 years. But the most important thing that I believe that has changed in the last 20 years, as Shamim referred to, is that in Santa Clara, 21 years ago, in the year 2000, exactly in the year 2000, there was also a NRB-led technology summit at the Santa Clara Convention Center, where even the local congressman, I think his name was Congressman Hanada, if I remember correctly, he also graced that program. And our late Commerce Minister, Abdul Jalil, he came as the chief guest. And it was a wonderful event. But even there, the difference that I see from that event and today's event, that now we see that people are charged up. All my NRB friends here and the people who have come from Bangladesh, they're fully charged up about the future of Bangladesh. And this is the gift of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. This is the gift of the digital Bangladesh that we see. That we are so hopeful about the future. We are seeing what we can really achieve. Many of you in this room probably know, because I see many people probably were originally from Bangladesh, but those of you who are not from Bangladesh, you might know that Bengal as a region was considered the richest region, the most wealthiest region, only 300 years ago. And this has been corroborated by many historians and economic historians. But within 200 years, that became one of the most impoverished lands because of historical reasons that I don't want to get into. But now we are again seeing that vision, that in maybe 20 years, we can again become a developed country. We can again reclaim that golden Bengal. And that can only happen through entrepreneurship, through innovation, through information technology. And I have seen myself, as I have, I've grown with the IT industry in Bangladesh since 1985, that how it has changed life for the better, for ordinary Bangladeshis, even for the people at the bottom half of the pyramid, as many speakers have spoken before me. What I will finish with, for the audience here, I fully agree with, especially Mr. Rahat in his presentation when he said that this is the time for NRBs to find their bridge back to Bangladesh and really take part in this reconstruction of the country, in reclaiming our lost glory as one of the wealthiest, as one of the most innovative regions in the world. And for your information, not only that we are already a middle-income country, not only that our per capita GDP has gone above 2,000, today we are already one of the highest per square mile economic output country in the world. That's, of course, because of our population density, but we have turned our population density to our advantage, not to our impairment. So, and I believe that IT is definitely going to be the tool that will allow us to leapfrog to the future as a developed country. And you can be the instruments of that journey. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Karim Bhai. So, Karim Bhai is also a very successful IT entrepreneur, and we always heard that behind every successful man there is a strong woman. but now we know behind a very successful woman there is a strong man like Karim Bhai as well. And I would like to recognize our ERD secretary, Mrs. Fatima Yasmin. She's the first women ERD secretary in Bangladesh. Apa, can you just stand up so that everyone can recognize and get some inspiration?